Hey, fool, you ready for another beating? You should have never came back.
Well, we waited all year, but the boys have their act together. The season's almost over. But better late than never, guys. Okay? I know the season's done and we're not a playoff team this year, but we need some signs going into next year. This is what I was talking about a month ago. We need some signs that this team, you know, and maybe since the Cousins trade, maybe it shook them up a bit, you know? But tonight, guys, we've got to sign Reimer. We've got to keep Reimer. This is some of the best goaltending we've had in a while. And, well, Luukkonen gave us some good goaltending last year to his defense, but this year, none. Not really. And Reimer has absolutely been stellar in some games. Jeez, I mean, this guy, we've got to keep him. And then we got to see next year what we do. But we need to get Reimer, keep him. And anyway, let me just get into this game a little, guys. I'll just throw the numbers, some of the numbers at you. I don't want to clip it all out. I'm going to keep going the way I'm going with videos. And just mention the numbers. The Sabres are winning, so I'm kind of superstitious. So we were outshot 33-18. So Reimer 33 for 33. Faceoffs, they had us. Hits, we had them 22-12. And guys, I've been saying it forever now. If you wonder why Carolina isn't going to go deep again in the playoffs this year, that's the number one reason right there. They're a soft team. They're a soft team. Blocks about the same, 16-13. We had way more giveaways, 19-6. But Tage, another awesome goal. Tuck worked like hell to get that shorthanded goal, and Peterka didn't even raise his stick. He just had an arrogant look in his face. You know, Peterka turned around a pretty bad season, guys. He's got 24 goals now. He wasn't looking good. Remember at one point? We've got to keep this core at all costs. Now, something else I want to throw out there before I talk a little. The league, goals for Washington, Tampa, Dallas, Winnipeg, Colorado, Vegas, Buffalo. Buffalo come in at number 7 in goals for this year, right now. Then Toronto, Columbus, Carolina, Edmonton, St. Louis, Florida. All the playoff and all the contenders are there that you heard it read off. The only two teams in that mix of names is Columbus and the Sabres, with goals for. The Sabres, again, we'll talk about that. I'm going to make another video. We're going to talk about that. We need a little more depth, I'd figure, on the blue line next year. But look, what they're doing right now, we're 35, 36, and 6. Guys, this season had a 13-game losing streak, and we're 35, 36, and 6. We're salvaging a bit of decency, at least, out of this season. But hey, the majority of Sabres fans will just whine and complain. They want to make the playoffs, right? Guys, before you climb the mountain, you have to learn how to climb. We've never learned how to climb. We've always tried to jump over the mountain. And I think this year we're learning how to climb. This team, I'm telling you guys, I believe it too. Ever since that Detroit game where we stood up for each other and we got mean and physical with them, and we're fighting them if we had to, whatever it was, they're a changed unit. They're 10-3 since then now. Now, the next 5 games are tough ones, okay? They're tough games to close out the season. The Sabres, and I would pay attention to this, even if you've been frustrated, because I am, and I've been frustrated. We're at Columbus. We're at Florida. We're at Tampa. That closes out our road schedule. Let's finish strong on the road. At least win 2 of those games somehow. Then we come home and we close out the season. Toronto at Buffalo, Philadelphia at Buffalo. I want to see if they've put the actual... They haven't put it yet, but the Sabres were eliminated tonight too, guys. They still haven't put the E yet. They're making me suffer. The Sabres are eliminated. The most points they can get now is 86. If they win out their all 5 games, 86. The Habs won their 6th in a row tonight. They're 39-30. They're doing what we were supposed to do this year, guys. And the Habs are 87 points. We're done. We are officially done. That way. Now, can the Sabres, at least win 3 of the last 5 games, guys, and I'll be happy. I'll be a happy camper with the season, believe it or not. I'll take that because it looks so, what would the word be? Not just hopeless, repetitive. Another long-ass losing streak season over, right? And this seems to be the story that the Sabres always melt down at some point and the season's done. Seems to be the story every year. But there's something different. I'm telling you guys, I'm not making it up. I'm not trying to say it to sugarcoat the season because the season has sucked. But there's something different about this team with Lindy and the boys right now. There's something different. This, I believe, is going to go right into next year, all this winning that's going on. Let's see the last 5 games. If the Sabres go 0-4-1, then we'll all be scratching our heads about this team again. We'll be saying, God, what a horrible season, blah, 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 blah. What if the Sabres, win out 4 of the next 5, and close the season 9-1? It's sure as hell going to make us think right in the offseason that we got something here. It just came together too late. And that happens in sports. That happens. Try to remember, it doesn't matter if you win all year, you make the playoffs. The Oakland A's, when they had that 20-something game, what was it, 20 in a row? Whatever it was, they didn't win the World Series. So what can we do to get closer to the Stanley Cup is the question now going forward, guys. And we're taking big steps. I honestly believe this shutout against Carolina on our home ice, it was no doubt. The arrogance in Peterka. Quinn passed it to him. He didn't even act excited. Peterka didn't act excited. They just kind of tapped each other in the glove, say, yeah, nice play, nice play. They're getting confident, guys. You can see it in their body language. You can see it on the bench. You can feel it. This isn't just a lucky winning streak. It's a winning streak. This team is really rolling right now. They're going to be hard for Columbus to beat. And if we can keep winning, and I know some of you guys are thinking about the draft. The hell with the draft, guys. Really. It doesn't matter who we get in the draft. Believe it or not, this year. This year doesn't matter. There's no generational player, right? There might be. He'll become one after, but there's no touted general consensus player that everybody's saying, oh my God, everybody's got to get this. It's really not like that this year. It just isn't. It's kind of like the Owen Power draft year. It's kind of the same thing. But if they can close out strong, carry this momentum, feel good about the offseason, the hardest thing for them is that the season had to end when it did. All that's a really good positive thing going into the next season. If there's question marks, guys, these next 5 games for me are huge for our future. It's huge. It doesn't matter who we get in the draft. Why I say that, and you guys know I'm a draft guy. I love the draft. I love building with. We've built the team. The team is built now, guys. We're beyond that now. We're beyond the draft helping us. We should trade out our pick this year is what we should do in the offseason. Get a vet, trade out our first rounder. Seriously. Do anything to get this team on track. Get some more vets on this team. We'd be in great shape. Because if we draft somebody, let's say we draft, power forward. He's not going to be ready for 4 years. 3 years minimum. Unless we're lucky. And he is ready. But to be that power forward that we need, if it's a power forward, it's going to take 4 years. It's not going to happen overnight. Not everybody's just Alex Ovechkin, guys. It doesn't happen every year, right? So right now, I'm preparing for the offseason. But if the Sabres can win out, they'll still be an attractive spot for free agents to look at. Because they're going to look and they're going to know that if we know it, free agents know it, they're going to look and say, Sabres were killing everybody by the season's end. And you've seen, guys, to me, that goal by Peterka said it all tonight. It said it all. Go watch the replay. Watch how he acts after the goal. He even has an arrogant look in his face. It was really funny. It's like, whatever, we got this game. It was that kind of look. And this is what we need more of, guys, going forward. We just need the growth to happen. I believe the team is growing in front of our eyes. That's why I'm excited right now. I believe they're maturing right in front of our eyes right now. We're not going to make it this year. They have to get hurt one more time. But what does this mean for next year? Now, the next 5 games, like I said, if we win 3 of them, I'm good. I'm good. If we win 3 of the 5, I'm good. I'm good with the season. We'll look at the numbers and we'll discuss it and we'll figure it all out where we lack. We obviously didn't have very good goaltending this year. We needed some help on the blue line. There's some things we do need, some depth on the blue line, I should say. It's not just the blue line on the top, it's the depth. There's some stuff we need to talk about. The team's got to get more physical, so on and so on. But you could tell Lindy has a handle in the team, guys. You could tell tonight. You could just tell. This team tonight was up against a team that was ready to beat us, and we shut them out. We weren't doing that the last few years. Name me a game where we posted a shutout where it comes to mind where the other team is trying like hell to get on a roll before the playoffs, like Carolina was tonight. But Carolina keep making our mistake, guys. They don't hit enough. They're not a physical unit. And they're going to get killed in the playoffs again. You watch. They'll get massacred unless they turn that up somehow. Like Colorado had to learn the hard way. Remember Colorado and all their heartbreaks? What was the reason? They weren't hitting anybody in the playoffs. They're throwing 20 hits a game, and they're wondering why they're losing in the playoffs. And the year they won the Stanley Cup, the Avalanche were averaging like 40, 45 hits a game. This is why, if you'd ask me who I think is going to win the Stanley Cup, right off the bat, I'd say Florida. And I know they've been in a slump, but that doesn't matter. That's regular season. It doesn't mean nothing come playoff time. I'd say Florida because they're the most physical team that's left here. Tampa could cause some damage. Toronto also. I don't want to discount Toronto. The bottom feeders, guys, I would look at Ottawa, Montreal. Watch out for them because they're going to just make it hell for whoever plays them. Because Detroit's pretty much has had their goose cooked, guys. Montreal's magic number's 3. I don't know. I don't think the Rangers or Detroit can make a run now, but you never know, right? It's not over yet. It's just not over. But Montreal's got an 8-point cushion, 4 games left for them, 5 for the other teams. The only thing they have going for them is a game in hand. Yeah. And I'd look out for St. Louis in the West. I'm just looking at the playoff implications here. I would expect Winnipeg to crash and burn just because they always do. So we'll see. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. But, if I'm looking at anything positive, guys, come here. Come here. Come here, my little friend. There you go. You can say hi to everybody. There you go. If I am going to look at anything positive about this, is that the Sabres at least made amends for the losing streak, okay? They at least made amends for the losing streak. Not the season, the losing streak with this streak. Because now, 10-3 their last 13, they could close out strong. They could finish 10 games over to close out the season eventually. If they go 5-4-1, they could actually do it, but they'd have to really finish red hot. They'd have to win 4 of the next 5. I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. You said hi? Is that it? Okay. Down you go. And, geez, I was so impressed tonight. I just was. Where was this Sabres team all year? The team that we're seeing now since the Detroit game. Where was that team all year? That's the team that we were expecting to ice this year. But guys, sometimes chemistry is like an ocean, you know? You got storms and you got internal storms. You got all sorts of things going on. Right now, it seems like Lindy, whatever Lindy has done is working now. It took Lindy all year to get this team really to become his team. But you could tell they're his team now, the way they're played tonight. You could tell. Not just tonight, recently, the last few weeks. Lindy's got them going. If Lindy really has them going like I think, they're going to really be hard to stop the next 5 games. The rest of the year. They're going to be tough the rest of the year. They're not going to have this night where they lose like 6-0, I don't believe. I don't think so. Dare I say it, depending who's in nets, you know. But I would let Reimer close out the majority of the games the rest of the year. I would not give Luukkonen more than 1 or 2 more starts the rest of the year. If it was my call, he wouldn't get another start this year. Really. Maybe 1. And see if he shows up and gives us something. And I'm talking, I don't care how many goals, I don't care how many chances we let in. He's a goalie, okay? He has to stop pucks when we make mistakes. Dominic Hasek covered our ass all the time. So did Ryan Miller. These guys that were great goalies do great things. And this is what we need. I mean, look at tonight. When's the last time we seen Luukkonen do a shutout like that? So we need Luukkonen to give us good goaltending. Just good goaltending if he goes in. And for Luukkonen, what's good? He lets in no more than 3 goals. Because I don't think, it's going to be easy the rest of the year. We got hard games. And I sure hope that Reimer gets 3 of the 5 starts. Because that gives us a shot at 500. You know, we got to get this guy signed, keep him next year. If it was my choice, honestly, off season, try to move Luukkonen, bring in Levi next year and have him with Reimer, feeding off Reimer's veteran experience in the NHL. This is a good vet. This guy's a total pro, you could tell. The locker room like him from what I can see. There's a lot of good in this guy. We've been very lucky with veteran goalies during this growth of this team. So we've been lucky. We have been. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I've talked enough. I'm excited. I'm very happy with the team today. Very, very happy with the team today. I'm happy with the team since the Detroit game. Since we lost that game, what was it, 7-3? I think it was 7-3, right? 7-3, 7-4? Since we lost that game and fought them back, and we're really trying to fight them, period, we've been a good team since that night. So I'm happy with this. We're 10-3 the last 13. I'd love nothing more than to win 4 of the next 5 and finish the season on a 14-4 streak, you know, if I can call it that. All right, folks, that's it. Long-ass video. Sorry. You're dealing with an excited Buffalo Sabres fan tonight. I'm very happy with the team right now. Even though our playoff hopes came to a dash again tonight, it's okay. It's fine. This year, it's okay. We'll forgive them. We've known for months already, so it's not a shock. It's not a painful thing. But I'm really excited now about this offseason, depending how the next 5 games go especially. All right? Leave it there. Have a good one.